Welcome to Scrap Your Stash. My name is Pam Morin. I am a creative memories advisor, and we go live every Wednesday. And we take the supplies off of our shelves and we make a fun layout. We do a project, we do a border, lots of fun things every Wednesday night together. Just an hour usually, but it's dedicated time to take for yourself. Take an hour for yourself every week, at least an hour for yourself, and to be in your space that brings you peace and joy, and to think about your next project. Maybe you'll make the project right along with me. That's great. Maybe you'll rewatch this video and make it later. It's up to you. I just want you guys to come and hang out and have fun and think about what your next what your next crop is going to be. When is that coming up? Maybe Wednesday night you can hang out and you can um, organize your space. That's always fun. I know I see ladies that will comment on Facebook and say they spend more time organizing, but they still just love to be in their space, in their room, just taking a minute for themselves. So I love to hear that. And that's what we do on Wednesday night. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So let's get to it. When you come on, I would love for you to say hi and let us know where you're watching from. It's so fun to see everyone that is watching and where they are in the country or where they are out of the country. We've had ladies from all over the world that will tune in, and I just think that's awesome. I love having a variety of people hanging out and watching and hopefully getting some inspiration, right? And motivation. Let's do it. Let's get it done. All right. Oh, I see Sue Ellen. Hey, Sue Ellen from Kyle, Texas. Thank you for saying hi and thanks for joining. And happy birthday. All right. Let's see now. Let's talk a little bit about what is going on because it is that time of year for free shipping. Take advantage of the free shipping. It is happening now through September the 6th. When you spend $80, you get free shipping. So take advantage of that. It will end September 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So, this is a great time to go on and purchase those things that are on your wish list. Purchase items that you never want to run out of, like adhesive and refill pages and peekaboo pockets. Grab some of those things that everybody needs to have on hand. All right. So free shipping through September 6th. September 6th is a very popular day. We're going to talk about that a couple times. So the next thing happening on September 6th is the latest collection called Autumn Cottage. It launched this week, and you can get that whole bundle for $61.50. That's a 10% off price. So you get everything you see here for $61.50 until September 6th at 1 or while supplies last. And let me tell you, this collection has already gone to hot status. That means it is close to selling out. So if you have been thinking about getting this collection, I would do so today or tomorrow because it is, like I said, it is in hot status. Oh, and close to selling out. And the product that is actually getting close to selling out is the punch that comes with that, the gourd punch. And I'm going to show you a close-up. This is what you can make with that create your own gourd punch. Are these 3 different shapes of gourds, or pumpkins, if you want to, if you will. But that is in hot status. This punch is in hot status. So if you are wanting to get this punch, you're going to want to do it within the next couple days, because it is also close to selling out. And so that is why this bundle is close to selling out, is because that punch is included in this bundle. And I wanted to mention too, in this bundle, when you purchase it, you get the project booklet. So that comes with it. So it shows you a bunch of different sketches that you can make with this collection. So this is the Autumn Cottage collection. And remember, I know that sometimes it can be a little deceiving because it is called Autumn Cottage, but our collections are so versatile because they normally have a very specific theme on one side of the paper, and on the other side of the paper, a more generic theme. So you can use it for anything. So take a look at the papers. When you go out to my website and you open that product, that Autumn Cottage, there is a link that you can go to, and you can actually flip through all of the papers so that you can see them all. So that's a great way to check them out before you buy them. All right, so I wanted to tell you about free shipping, about the Autumn Cottage and the gourd punch. Also, don't forget the secret box number 3. It's a very groovy box, and it is also 10% off. So you pay $56 for the box. And we are actually going to have an event on Friday, September the 13th, and we're going to use up all of the items in the secret box. We have 5 different designers who are going to demonstrate a layout, and they're going to use everything up in that box. It's going to be lots of fun. This is our first secret box crop. So, watch for those, because we're going to try and do this with every secret box, have an exclusive crop, but it's only for people who buy the secret box. So hop on out to my website and get that box. And if you buy the box from me, or anything, if you go out and buy any of the products we were just talking about, then you are eligible to join my VIP customer Facebook group. And we are having a crop this Friday, August 30th, an exclusive crop just for my customers. So a couple great things happen when you buy that secret box. You get to attend the virtual crop on the 13th, and you get to attend the exclusive crop this Friday. So a couple different things. And just remember, if you have purchased from me and you're not in my VIP group, reach out to me. Send me an email right here, or send me a Facebook message, or text me. However you communicate with me, get a hold of me, and I will send you that link so you can join my VIP group and then attend the exclusive virtual crop on Friday. So since we're talking about events, let's just display that at the bottom. Here's a few of them. I don't have all of my September events up here, but I just wanted to list out the ones that are coming up in the next couple weeks. Like I said, the VIP Facebook group virtual crop is this Friday, August 30th, from 7 to 10. And we are going to have a blast. We're going to work on projects. We're going to make sketches. We're kind of deciding this crop this Friday will be kind of a time to talk about what we want to do in future crops. So come join us. We're going to have a blast. It's always fun to get together and just have somebody to talk to while you're cropping from your scrapbooking room. So that is this Friday. My Croptoberfest retreat is next week. It is Croptoberfest retreat is September the 5th. This is the very last week you can register. You have got to register by Friday. That you have 2 days to register to attend my Croptoberfest retreat at the Golden Eagle Christian Center in Palestine, Ohio, which is like 15 minutes from the Indiana border. Okay, and we already talked about the Secret Box virtual crop. That is on Friday the 13th. Yes, it's going to be a lucky day. We're going to have a blast, and we're going to have designers, beautiful layouts, and you get to use up everything in your box that night. And then I just wanted to get it on your calendars because I know we've missed we didn't have the last Friday night virtual crop, but the next Friday night virtual crop is September 27th. So we will be getting together on the 27th to make sketches and have fun together. All right, so those are my next couple events coming up within a couple weeks, plus my Friday night virtual crop at the end of September. I can't believe we're talking about September already. I just updated my calendar, so I'm going to be posting that out to my Facebook groups. I do have my 2025 retreat dates, so that's good. And you can start marking your calendars for 2025 and getting together with your friends at our retreats. All right, there we go. So we're going to hide all of this. I think that's it. Let me jump over and say hi to you guys. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Sue. Sue says hello from hot and humid Brookville, Ohio. Yes, we are having our last, hopefully, I don't know. I'm saying we're having a surge. We're having a heat wave. I don't know if it's our last one or not. It's Ohio. You never know. We'll have to turn our furnace on in the night and our air on in the day some days. So who knows what we'll get. Hey, Chris from Florida. Hey, Rita from Florida. And Sue, will that crop be on Zoom? I'm not sure which crop you're talking about, but this Friday, the VIP virtual crop, my crop, yes, is on Zoom. And also the Friday night, the Secret Box crop is also on Zoom. Yes, both of them are. Okay. Replying. Oh, this Friday's. Yes, this Friday's on Zoom. Yes, and I will post the Zoom link out in the Facebook group on Friday. It's already out there in the event, but sometimes it gets confusing where to find that. So I will put all of the Zoom information, the meeting number and the passcode and the link. I'll put all of that out in a post on Friday. All right. Thanks for asking that, Sue. Good question. All right, let's switch over to my table. So, gosh, it is the end of the Sizzlin Summer Sketches. I can't believe it. I cannot believe we are at the end of summer. Can you guys, it just flew by. It's been such a great summer, though. I hope you guys have had a good summer as well. It's been hot, but gosh, we've just had a lot of fun this summer. And a lot of fun with these sketches. And tonight, the Sizzlin Summer Sketch, they used the Tropic Time recipe template. And we have not used a recipe template for any of our Sizzlin Summer Sketches yet. And they're using this one that is called Tropic Time. It is out there and available. And I don't know if it's out in the deals. I'm going to check real quick on my website. Give me just a second. If you go out to the deals and then there underneath the deals menu item, there is a link that says Sizzlin Summer Sketches Deals. And let me see if this recipe template, it is. This recipe template is on sale for $10 out on the deals, out in the deals section on my website, Sizzlin Summer Sketches Deals. Remember, we've been talking about how there's punches and border maker cartridges. There's also this recipe template. So you can grab this template for $10 right now, normally $15. And remember that sale ends on September the 6th as well. So this is $10 until September 6th. And there's a bunch of punches out there still, so you can grab some of those. This will be a great time to do that when you have free shipping. So they used this Tropic Time recipe template. But if you look at the sketch, it's actually just showing 4 squares. It's showing a frame or a mat, if you will, a big mat with 4 squares and a circle in the middle. So you don't have to use the Tropic Time. Remember, your layout just needs to be obvious that you use the sketch to make your layout. So you don't have to follow it exactly how they created it. So if you don't have this recipe template, then just follow this and do your 4 squares or circles or however you want to do it on a mat. And what I mean is, see how they have the teal? They have this teal piece, this big teal piece here, and then they have 4 white frames or picture photo mats here for your pictures. So you can just do a big frame on your background piece and then do 4 pictures on top of that, and then do a center cluster in the middle. So that is basically what that sketch is. And I love that they used a busier background and then they put a solid color on top of that to kind of break up all of that, to kind of cover up some of that, so it's not so as busy. But I love the way that looks. So, you know, those busy pieces of paper that you think, I'm never going to use that, it's just too much going on that paper. That's the way to do it, is to, you know, break that up with a solid color in the middle. Okay, so I actually don't have any more Tropic Time. I used it up the other day. So I pulled out one of the collections from a couple years ago called Serene Waters. I still had some of that on my shelf. So I got some of that. And definitely grab what you have, right? We're using up our stash. That is the whole point of Scrap Your Stash Wednesdays, is to use up what you have on your shelf. So I grabbed for my background pieces, I grabbed this one that has little blue fish on it, because there's a lot going on that piece, right? It's pretty busy. So I have that for my background. And then I had a couple pieces here to use as those big mats. Well, this side, I shouldn't say the big mat. This is one mat. Let me give you the measurements here. So this mat here, the teal piece, is 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. Okay. So this is one big piece, but over here, they just did 4 individual. So you're going to do 4 5x5 mats, and that's that pretty orange. And the picture on top of it is a 4x4. So very simple layout, but lots of fun things going on in this. And what makes this fun is because they use that Tropic Time recipe template, the outside of these frames are wavy. So if you have something, or if you just want to hand cut some waves, you could try and use your decorative trimmer for the waves. Or if you have the custom cutting system, there is a frame that had waves like that. Mine is buried right now. But if you have that wavy frame from the custom, oh, here it is. Look at that. You could use that as well. So if you have that in your toolkit, grab one of those. You know, if not, then I would use one of your blades on your 12-inch trimmer. And cut the outside of this with your pretty decorative blades. That's another option as well. Now for this large frame, if you have the wavy frame like this from your custom cutting system, you definitely could use that for this big frame over here. So lots of different ways. You could also tear it. If you have a tearing tool, you could tear that frame. That would look really cute too. So lots of different ways to achieve what they did here in this sketch. All right, so before we get started, I want to just pause for a moment with this one, and I want to just talk about all of the sketches that we have done in the last 9 weeks. Our weekly coloring page is almost completely covered. As soon as we make tonight's sketch, all of our pictures down here will be colored in, and then we will be able to take a picture of this and submit it and post it out to the Creative Memories virtual crop group. And we're going to use hashtag Sizzlin Sketches Grand Prize for this post, right? We've used all of our hashtags. Every time we post a completed sketch, we use that hashtag. And if you want to double check to make sure that you have posted all 9 of your pictures out there in the virtual crop group, just search by your name, and then you'll see a list of everything that you've posted out in the virtual crop group, and you'll be able to double check that you've posted all 9 of your sketches. Okay, so don't forget to do your weekly coloring page so you can try and win a $200 shopping spree. Because, yeah, who doesn't want to win $200 shopping spree? All right, let's review. Man, this took me a minute. I had to go to a couple different places to find all of these sketches, but here we go. Here is sketch number 1. This was the perfectly patriotic theme layout, fun layout that we did with the perfectly patriotic. All right, sketch number 2. This is the one that has the rainbows down the side. I used it for my solar eclipse pictures. So this is sketch number 2. Sketch number 3 from the Sizzlin Summer Sketches was this fun sketch that used the summer, sorry, just looking for it, summer break. The summer break collection. I didn't have the same pieces as they did, so mine looks different. I had to use different paper from that collection because I had already used the ones that they used. But this is the Sizzlin Summer. I'm sorry, this is the summer break for sketch number 3. Sketch number 4 was the summer market, and they used the farm on the farm collection. There we go. So this was the on the farm layout. Fun. Sketch number 5 with our denim revival. I love, love, love this collection. So great for so many different themes. So that was sketch number 5. Sketch number 6, I used the back to school collection just to show that we can change it up. We don't have to use the same collections as they did. They used the Passport to Adventure collection, but this is sketch number 6. Sketch number 7, they used the something blue, which is the wedding. Yeah, something blue. I did not have that collection, so I used the Cue the Blue, which I love. I love the I think I used up my last pieces now with Cue the Blue. And that was sketch number 7. And then sketch number 8. Oh, wrong way. There we go. That one was the do-it-yourself projects. And again, I had to use something different, so I grabbed Croptoberfest papers. But they used the riveting collection for theirs. All right, so that is sketch number 1 through 8. Man, that is a lot of great pages we got done, ladies. Good job. Good job. Great way to use up your stash and get pages done and have fun doing it. All right. So let's get to our final sketch of the challenge, summer challenge. Oh, it just means summer is over and I love fall. Not so much the season that comes after fall, but I do love fall. All right. So if you are going to use the Tropic Time recipe template, then you are going to trace, and I may need to use, I think I'm going to have to use my full sheet. Hold on just a sec. I had a piece that had a couple inches off of it, thinking I could use that up, but I cannot. I need a full sheet of paper for this, and it's going to be a little hard to see this on this color, but that's okay. I love this color. All right, so we're going to trace. You're going to trace around the outside, and you're going to cut all of that out, right? By hand with scissors. Or you're going to be like me, and you're going to use your custom cutting system just to save time, because you guys don't want to watch me cut that out by hand. So let's just use this. And the measurement here says 10 1/4 by 10 1/4. So just measure this just to see. Yeah, because 10 inches is right here. So I'm going to want to use the red blade because this is going to be bigger than what they have. Let me just do one more thing. Maybe I need to use this one. This is a little bit smaller. This is a little bit bigger. Well, let's see here. I also have a couple other frames that have come out during the years, and maybe I'll just do one of these because it is about 10 inches. All right, I'm going rogue. 2 minutes into it and I'm going rogue. That's what I'm going to do. This is what I have, so you guys use what you have. Use what's in your tools, in your toolbox. So I'm going to use this frame. I apologize. I do not remember what this one is called. But that's what I'm going to use for the outside of this frame on the right side of this layout. Which is fun because I haven't used this frame in a really long time. It's really hard for me to cut in that direction, so I'm going to turn my mat to make it easier on myself. Try not to move my template. There we go. just more comfortable with it on the right side here. Okay, so let's see where I have now. Oh, shoot. Moved it a little. Okay. It'll be good. All right. So there we go. There is my wave frame, if you will, for the right side of the layout. And then the inside mats, those 4 mats are 4x4 pictures. So they laid their pictures directly on this. So this is serving as your photo mat. You can lay the white down if you'd like, and then have your pictures on top of the white. Totally up to you. All right, so let's get this down on our paper so it's not floating around my table getting lost. So here's my background piece with my little fishies on it. I'm going to grab my photo tape. I like using this photo tape for these bigger pieces. For several reasons. One is so that it lays down flat, and 2, so that it's easier to position it on my paper and not have it get stuck where I don't want it to get stuck. Okay, so I think, okay, I'm at 3s and 9s and 3s, so I think I'm centered. So now I can just take off one of the strips of backing off my photo tape and put that down. There we go. All right, what are you guys using? Are you making this with me? What did you decide to use for your frame? Share that with us so that we can help those that are maybe haven't decided yet. Okay, so there is the right side, and then that center piece that they used is this center wavy piece right here. So I will cut that out by hand so you guys can see how I trace with the recipe template. And trying to find my orange. Oh, here it is. Everything is tore up in my scrapbooking room because I'm getting ready for next week's retreat. And it's always just a mess. But I love tearing up my scrapbooking room the week before my retreat, because then I can get so organized. So I don't mind it too much. All right. Grab a pencil. So let me show you again. The centerpiece, I'm going to hold this way up here to the camera. See how they have that centerpiece and it's wavy? So they just used that center circle. And that's the great thing about the recipe templates. You can use just a portion of it. You don't have to use the whole thing. So they just used this little star in the middle. And I'm just going to trace the inside. I think that they just use the inside of the star. Just use a light hand. You don't want to push too hard because these little sections do move. It's just like a mylar. So it's not flimsy, but it is delicate because it's real thin. So just use a very light hand when you're tracing, so you're not pushing the object or the edge. You're not pushing it out. We're going to need 2 of these, so I'm going to just go ahead and trace 2. I get the whole thing? I did. All right. All right. What are you going to use for the center? If you don't have this recipe template, which you can get it now for $10, but if you don't have it right now, what are you going to use for the center? Are you just going to do a circle? Or maybe you have a die cut or something on your Cricut? It looks like a starfish to me. So if you have one of the custom cutting system frames, they are older products. Or are you so good that you could just freehand this? And that would not be me. Could you just freehand draw this? Or maybe you could just freehand cut it. Or maybe cut out a circle and then add waves to the circle. I'm just going to cut this big piece of paper off. There we go. A little bit easier, not. This is going to be our centerpiece. And we're going to put your title on it, or you could do some die cuts on top of it. All right. I'll just cut one of those out because you guys don't want to watch me cut all those out. All right, so there is that. And let me go ahead and do the 4 white mats just so you guys can see. These are 4x4. And again, they just laid their pictures right on top of this 10x10 mat. 10.5 by 10.5 or 10.25 by 10.25 mat. I don't want to tell you the wrong size. But I'm going to cut 4 white mats so that you guys can have a visual. And I actually think I'll probably put them on my layout. I like the way the white looks on there. And I'm just using that cover page from my paper pack because it is photo safe. So great way to save and use up every single thing in a pack, even the cover page. However, if it does have a glossy finish on it, those are not photo safe, so don't use those. Some of them do. All right, so here we go. We've got 4x4s. 4 4x4s. I love 4x4 pictures. There we go. Just fits. Okay, good. So my mat is good. And then this guy's going to be in the middle. Now, I suggest that you put it up on a foam square and just do one right in the center for right now, so that if you don't have your pictures right away, you can slide your pictures underneath here, right? So you can go ahead and put this on, and then your pictures will slide underneath here when you have them. All right, let's get these down. I have like a netting design here on this teal piece. So I don't know that it's very helpful helping me get these straight. It might be kind of an optical illusion. I think they're straight, but the netting is messing with my... Okay, I think they're pretty good. I've got them all at the four corners here. So I think they're centered. Okay, and so I'm just going to put one of the small foam squares in the center of this. And then I can put that right in the center of my pictures, and then or my mats, and then when I'm ready to put my picture down, I'll just slide it underneath there. And then I can add some foam squares on the other sides at that point too. Or I could do the foam squares now and just don't take the backing off of them. Let's do that. Because we want it to stay, we want the whole thing to be lifted, to be even. There we go. All right, so there is the right side. And then they did some fun stickers and die cuts on that and a little saying. Very cute. All right. And then they did opposite colors. So they did one in orange and they did the other one in teal so that they did opposite colors, which is a great idea because then you are bringing both colors into both sides. All right, so let me grab my other piece here. I'm done with this. And the left side of our layout, okay, they did 5x5 mats in the orange with 4x4 photos on top. Okay, so I was going to use this color. I wanted to use that up. I think I have enough. I think I have another piece too if I need it. Okay, so I need 4 5x5 mats. Let me see. What is the measurement of this? So it's 8 inches. So I'm not going to get 2 that way. So let's do this way. All right, let me find my second piece. There we go. So we're going to have 4 mats here, like that. And then the inside is going to be 4x4. I'm going to go ahead and do that in white again. Just so we can see how that's going to look. Now they did theirs wavy. They've got wavy frames. I just did mine square. There we go. Okay, so there's 4x4 mats. Now I'm just doing the white to show you where the picture is going to be, but your picture is going to be right on top of that mat. Okay, let's go ahead and get those down. All right, and let's do something fun. Since I didn't do the wavy, let's take our corner rounder and let's use the opposite side of it. And let's punch these corners inward. Just like that. Isn't that fun? Gives it a different look. It makes your page interesting. Gives it some interest, right? Something to look at. So that's just this little slit that's in your corner rounder. I'm just sliding my paper in there. And we're making an inverted curve. On each corner. There we go. Make sure my paper's on here straight. Try and line this up with these little fishies. The little fishies can help me get these straight. Not quite centered. I'll move this one over. Just one row of fish here. And also I need to use my measurements at the top. That will help you too. If you use the measurements along the edge of your 13-inch mat, there we go. All right, let me check in with everybody. I see some people saying hi. Thank you, Bev. Bev said, love your layouts. Hello from Central Ohio. Tuning in late, but glad to be here. No problem. This sketch will be much easier than the last one. You're right. Absolutely. Margie, hello. How are you? Bev said she is going to use the starfish. Awesome. That's going to look so cute. Hey, Gail, finally made it. I'm so glad you did. All right. Thanks, ladies, for jumping on and saying hi. All right. And then I had my centerpiece. Oh, I didn't cut this side out yet. But I'm kind of glad I didn't cut it out yet because they used the different colors and I kind of liked that. They used the orange to match this orange and then teal to match this teal. So I'm going to have to find a piece of teal. Let's see. I had to, so you guys have seen my project folders that I have all of my bits and pieces in, and I had blue and teal all in one folder, and it was just so full that it was splitting. So I had to separate them out. So now all my teal is separated out into a folder by itself. All right, so I don't think this one's big enough. Let me just find a little scrap here of one of my favorite colors of cardstock that we have. I know I saw a piece in here that would be big enough. This makes it so much easier to find things, to have everything organized out. Another thing you could do on Wednesday nights when you're with us is organize your bits and pieces. I don't know if this one is wide enough. Ooh, let's do it. We'll use that one. I always have to give a shout out to Gwen for sharing her organizing tip about using the project folders for your bits and pieces. Best thing ever. All right, my gosh, this is like made for this. Project recipes templates are a lot of work, tracing and cutting, but it's something different. I do like to use them, and the pages turn out so cute. They just look like professionally done pages. And I love that it has that little space. When you trace the whole thing, it has that little space in between so that you can see your background paper. It just gives it such a cool effect. If you have not tried them, I highly recommend trying one. And we do have some that you can use the custom cutting system to cut some of the pieces out rather than having to hand cut them. This scrap worked out so well, just the right size. All right, so then there is my centerpiece for the left side. And we'll do the same thing. Put it up on some foam squares. Use the big ones this time. I have more space on this side. There's also the foam tape if you would prefer to use that and cut out strips. That works well too. There we go. All right. Very good. How's everybody doing? Did you guys make this one along with me? And you're going to post it to, I'm trying to find my, here we go. You're going to post it out there. You're going to take a picture and you're going to post it out to the Creative Memories virtual crop group with Sizzlin sketches. Make sure you spell it right. Because sometimes, you know, you think, well, maybe it's just Sizzlin sketch, but they did use the plural. So it's Sizzlin sketches 9. Hashtag Sizzlin sketches 9 is what you're going to use for this layout. All right, let's just real quickly, I'm going to look at my stickers and see if I have anything in here that jumps out at me that I feel like should be in the center of my pages. Let's see what they did. So on each side, they did a saying. On the left side, it's a good day to have a good day with some leaves and flowers around it. And then the other side is all leaves and flowers that says these moments. So a bigger saying over here and then a little smaller one over here. So let's see if I have, oh, I do have some die cuts. Let's bring these over here. I remember I just put these in here. I only have a few because this is another one that, another collection that I really love. So I've used a lot of it. Will the fish will fit. I could do a fishy, 2 fishies. Just reading through these things, which one would make the most sense and go with pictures that I have. Okay, I do like the make a splash right here. This one says live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. I like that one too. Let's do that one. Okay. I'm going to put it up on foam squares. I know this is on foam squares, but I want things behind this. So I'm going to just foam square it up. I'm going to right now just take the center, only the center backing off of my foam square because like I said, I want to possibly slide some things in behind this. Oh, what about this guy? He's tall. Okay. Who knows what kind of bird this is? Okay. I think my friend Bev, who volunteers at the Columbus Zoo. What kind of bird is this? Now hold on, I'll hold it up. He's standing on one leg. I don't know if that helps you know what kind of bird that is. He's really cute. I'm gonna, oh, if I can, maybe I can't. I was gonna say I'm gonna round the edges of this sticker, but let me see if I can. Oh, yes, I think I can. I just think it'll look better because of the wave of the centerpiece if this is rounded instead of square. Did Bev answer? It is a great blue heron. Thank you, Bev. I have a great blue heron. All right. It would look nice if I had something else small kind of behind this. I just don't know if I have anything here that will work. So I'll just leave it for now. And let's go over here. Oh, I do have some of these glossy buttons. Maybe something on those would work. I've got these cute stars. Okay, that's a possibility. All right, so then on this one, I have 2 little Nemos, a daddy and a baby Nemo. And then I've got this little cattail. So I'm going to put some repositionable on the cattail. And I'm going to foam square the bigger fish. And I'm just going to put adhesive on the smaller fish, just to give it some depth. All right. There we go. Fun. I definitely think I can do a little bit more decorating, maybe around my frames, do something fun. I've got some borders here, and maybe I can somehow incorporate them somewhere, and maybe trim them off and do one behind each, something like that. But I definitely think I need something over here just to decorate it up a little bit more. So I'll see what I can find in these borders. I've got some waves. I could do some waves. I don't know what I'll do. I've got some coral. That could look cute. So I think I need to do something on this, especially this side. I think because this one has that cool frame, that gives it a little bit of a more decorated look. And so I'll do something over here. I just don't know what. But there we go. Very fun layout. Very simple. Great one to keep in your binder if you are keeping the sketches, right? 3-hole punch them, or however you keep these. Maybe you keep them digitally, and just grab, one of these when you need a little bit of a, inspiration on how to get started when you're at a crop. I know I always get my stuff set up and then I need a little bit of something to get me going, get my creativity flowing. So great to keep these sketches around. Hopefully they'll come out with another sketch booklet. I don't know. I mean, we haven't heard anything about one, but that would be great. I feel like we've had one the last 2 years in a row. So it'd be great if they came out with one this year as well. But there's always the blog too. If you don't want to have to carry sketches around with you, the blog has all of those. And you just get there by clicking on that link on my website. It's at the top, in the top menu, and just click on blog and do a search for summer, or do a search for the name of the collection. And you can find so many great layouts out there. There's so many talented designers that contribute to that blog. So lots of great ideas out there as well. All right, let me just jump back over here and say hi. Yep, Margie said it's a blue heron. And cattails, yep. Are those little fish on the star sheet? Yes, they are little fish on the star sheet. There's little fish, there's drops, there's stars, there's octopus on the what do they call these? Epoxy stickers. And these are really nice because they're flat. They're not going to create a bump in your pages. But again, this is an older collection called Serene Waters. So it came out in 2022. So it's not the Tropic Time that they used, but you don't have to use the same thing they did. You can make it with whatever you guys have available. All right. So I will see some of you who are in my VIP customer group. I will see you on Friday at 7 for our virtual crop. And I will see everyone else. I'm not sure next Wednesday if I am going to be going live. It is the day before my retreat. So I am going to be getting my car packed up with 300 Creative Memories boxes. So we may miss next week, but I will see you absolutely the following week. And be sure to get, let's see, September 6th is next, what day is September 6th? Let me look at my Outlook calendar. I just want you to make sure that you get all of your sketches out in the group, and September 6th, it's Friday. So you have to have all of your sketches done and posted. Let me grab my coloring sheet again. I want to give you the right dates. Make sure you have all of your sketches done, posted out to the Creative Memories group with their hashtags, and then have this. It does not tell me a date. So I think this has to all be done by September the 6th, because that's when the discount is over too. This last, yeah, that would make sense, because this sketch number 9, you have to post this by next Tuesday in order to try and win the weekly prize. So I think by then, that Friday, September 6th, you have to have this colored in and posted. Okay, so just give yourself enough time so that you can finish all your sketches, get them all posted out there, get this colored in, take a picture of this, and get a picture of this out by September the 6th so that you can try and win that $200 shopping spree. Okay, you can do it. I know you can. You guys are talented and creative, and you guys have been posting. I've been watching the virtual crop group, and your layouts are gorgeous. So I'm rooting for you. I hope we have a winner from our group. That would be awesome. All right, so I won't see you next week, but I will see you the following week on Scrap Your Stash. And I don't know if we're working on the calendar album that week, but we'll either work on the calendar album or another layout. You guys have a great week. Try and stay cool this Labor Day weekend. Have fun, be safe, and it's a 3-day weekend, so get some scrapbooking time set aside for yourself. I will see you guys real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.